this is the right way, and I'm not learning anything new. But you know what you have? You have confidence.
Talk about
And I shot
divine
a titled Power Must Change Hands.
film school, or versus onset learning. Which do you think is better for anyone starting out? Hi! Oh God, I'm so excited. Welcome to the very first ever episode of Nighttime Gist! Oh my God, I'm so excited. It has taken almost a year to get here. I've been planning this whole thing for like a year. Procrastination, cancelling, saying yes, saying no. And this calls for celebration because God brought me here.
That's right.
Oh, let me pour for you and then pass that. Okay.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Stay with us while we're, pouring our own wine. You can grab yours, water, your drink, your parfait, anyone. Just grab it and join us. And let's make a toast.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
You.
I'd like to make a toast to virality. Oh, no, I'm just joking.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'd like to make a toast to good things for the show. I would like to make a toast that the show would bring inspiration to a lot of people. I'd like to make a toast that you would be able to find the answers if you're searching for anyone on the Nighttime Gist.
Yeah.
There you go.
Toast to that. All right.
Yes.
And a toast to excellence, toast to longevity, toast to tastefulness of the show all the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's toast to dream come alive after a very long while. It
Yes.
feels so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
so
I would
Congrats.
like to toast to growth
growth. Yes.
and increase and also virality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Everyone
Everyone goes. Please.
All right.
Thank you.
Toast, guys.
Toast.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in and thank you in advance for staying put. Film lovers, you'll love it here. And while you're at it, share this channel and hit the subscribe button below. My name is Susan and I'm the host on the Nighttime Gist. Here we'll have real conversations centered around film and the entertainment industry. No gatekeeping. You know all those kind of sweet gists that only flows at midnight. Remember those days when we used to have midnight calls? You know how that gist used to flow? That's what we're having here. We'll give you as it is hot. These things that people don't want you to know, we will say it here.
Yes. So
Free of charge. Trust me, you want to subscribe to this channel. And tonight, I have with me these wonderful women and they will be introducing themselves right now. Who is going first?
Okay, let me go first.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mboutie and I'm a filmmaker, producer. I work with Mboutie Productions and I host a podcast, Bear the Truth Podcast. Nice meeting you.
Yes, and she's my twin too.
Yes.
yeah, we can see that. So I'm Tomi Adeoye. I'm a filmmaker, executive producer. I want so many caps, I don't even know which one to give myself. But right now, the main one I'm wearing is the executive producer. I'm also a tech girl, in case you don't know that. I am a cybersecurity project manager on the side. But here, it's about film, so we're going to leave it at the EP, producer, that vibe. And it's great to have you guys joining us today.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Uzo Osimkpa and
I'm
every woman.
It's all in me. Okay.
I'm an actress, director, producer. I'm an enigma. Yes.
Say it again.
I'm an enigma. You don't see me coming, but I'm coming. I'm so glad to be here on Nighttime Gist with Susan and the girls. I think we're going to have a lot of fun and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Quick one. Since this is our very first episode, the first time that I reached out saying that we're going to have something like this, what did you guys think the show would be about?
I remember what I said. I said, Susan, podcast alone. And I gave the emoji of and clapping emoji like I give it up to you because this can't be easy. And I can imagine that you may have fought so many internal battles to get here. So it's congratulations already because it's not easy to conceptualize something and then actually go right on to do it, to give it life. So yeah, congratulations in advance.
Congrats,
Thank you. And thank you guys for being here, because without you here, there won't be anyone to gist with. I mean, like, will you gist with yourself? No.
Yes,
I'm happy you guys
are.
What?
Love our
That's
company.
kind of weird.
I love hanging with myself, so yes, I'd probably do that.
Like you talk out.
I mean, mostly in your head though, let's be honest.
Oh,
We're being
okay.
honest, but it sounds like clear conversations, right? She talks openly to herself though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so I'll take the phone and then I'll put the popcorn and then so I have to go
I do
to
that.
Wow.
She does that.
Okay.
well, that's
But
weird.
I'm a Gemini, so I always say that, there are two sides to me, so I talk to my twin.
Nice.
I love that. Interesting. What about you? What did you think?
So I was so happy because it's giving the secondary school vibe. Back then when we were in boarding school, it's always when the lights are out, they make sure nobody's walking around.
That's when you want
That's
to
when you want to gist.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to tap your bunkmate like, hey, do you know what happened today?
Exactly.
So there's no lights. So it's giving that secondary school boarding house kind
After
of
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Boarding school, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, nostalgic and bittersweet.
So, today we want to give everyone out there the tea on breaking in the Nollywood industry. How does anyone out there watching or listening get into film making? And I'm so happy about this lineup because I have to odogres when it comes to film production and film in general with years of experience. So you guys are very lucky that this is the very first episode and you'll be hearing the tea. For everyone out there who has been trying to break into the Nollywood industry, here is your tea.
So who's giving
Who
the
wants
first
to?
tea?
Do you want to go first, Tomi?
No, I don't.
Okay, like let's talk about it. What would be like the first steps? Like, how did you start? How did you get into this? Because you mentioned that you're in tech. I'm assuming that's what you started off with before getting into film. Or you picked that? No?
So for me, it started in church. Like, I think a lot of people can relate to that. And just really trying to find my place in the entertainment industry. I knew I liked the entertainment industry. I was attracted to it. But then I was like, what am I supposed to do? So everybody always starts with acting. I started with acting. I minored in theater arts in college. And I just hated watching myself act. And I just knew that acting, being in front of the camera was just not for me, So somehow along the line, going to school, going to college, Nigerian parents, obviously you're not going to say you're going to major in entertainment. Even I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do in entertainment. So my next best thing is IT because I'm a math, logical, type of person. So did IT. But also minored in theater because I just wanted to keep that fire burning in some way or the other, and gravitated towards more of the project management side of IT because I knew that I wasn't like someone that just wanted to be communicating with the computer. I wanted to have that human relation and dealing with people part of IT. So I went into project management, and somehow that completely aligns with producing or production management in entertainment. So it was like the perfect marriage for me.
Right.
Wow. That's lovely.
Exactly.
What about you, Uzo? Because I have, been watching you for like a long time. From the days when you were on a reality TV show to when you were in dramas and your director era, a whole lot, stage plays.
Right.
Yes, did you start off doing that?
I have to say that I did. Even as a toddler, I was a performative toddler. I would put up shows at home for guests, for my parents. If I was bored, the thing that I would lean to more than playing with toys was performing. I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm acting, I'm doing something, I'm using my body, all the time. And it was clear to my family that this one is, you can't pin this one down. But when it was time to go off to uni and I'm like, I want to do creative arts, my dad is like, I beg now. That kind of I beg now, but with strict like, no, you're not going to be able to make money from that type thing. So eventually went off to uni to study economics. But I found theater in uni. I was on stage more than I was in class. In fact, I was born, and if I want to go off on a tangent, born a Catholic. Didn't want to be a Catholic by the time I got to uni. Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad. But I stayed in the Catholic church called NFCS for universities in Nigeria because they had a theater band called Ivory Tower Theater. And if my people are here, they can relate. And we're doing theater. I did everything on that stage. One time I'm acting, the other time I'm dancing. That's where my love for dance and performance really took flight, if I can say that. Did costuming, like hand sewn costuming, where you're sewing epic film costume with your hands, like literal gari and rice sack. We sew them into costumes. That's what we'd use then, to make costumes. I've done all sorts of things, finished that, and then so I did a lot of theater productions, both in school. We used to take our theater shows outside uni to other universities or other colleges or polytechnics to perform. So it felt like I was working, I just wasn't getting paid.
Wow.
And I was missing classes.
Remember when she said, I'm an enigma and more.
So did that, and then eventually found myself in the Nigerian film industry because I was around it. Started off making films, eventually branched off to television, drama, as you said, and I was with television for a long time. In fact, majority of my body of work is doing TV, before I then trained to be a director. So the thing that I would say I trained as for filmmaking is as a director. I went to school and learned directing, producing, and the business of film. But as an actor, I felt that was just kind of innate. Like there was nothing, it was in there. I just had to use it, Yeah, and here we are. It's been 23 years.
Wow.
Longer than how old I am.
Okay. Don't kill me.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow. I really admire you, and your story is so interesting, and that's why you put so much love and passion in what you do when you're acting, when you're on stage, when you're directing, you're there, and you become like an all-rounder. You don't just okay, my own is to direct. Any other thing you're doing is your business.
I couldn't.
And it's because you're also very creative too. So
and I
creativity
care.
brought you here.
I care about the projects. I care about the production. I care about the budgets.
Yeah,
That's important.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Mboutie?
Okay, so I haven't stayed this long, 23. I mean, how old am I?
You're just 18, right?
Right.
Oh, stop it.
I'm turning 16 in 2 months.
23 years. I love it.
It's my thing, is it not?
So I haven't stayed that long. I just started 2 years ago. So before then, I was doing software development. So I liked this back end thing. So I just want to stay at the back and see the magic happen outside. So it made me, and I've always loved entertainment. Back then in school, secondary school, we had to join drama club, we were acting, maybe in church. I've always loved this. But the thing there is that I like acting, but I love directing more. I love seeing the back from the backside. Just I think we should come up with this. I think we should do it this way. I think we should. It come this. It makes sense. So I loved that aspect. So it made me, when I joined my company, then I had to go back. I had to take the back end side, then let's see how it's happening. So I didn't really want to act. I just want to see them do it, and let's see it come out well.
Right.
Wow.
So we just started. We are still younglings. We are still growing, but it's fun. It's been fun all the way. Trust me, I like it.
So mainly, what do you do now in terms of entertainment or film industry? Because I know you you host a podcast. Joe.
Yes. I host a podcast, Bedroom Podcast. So I work with Mboutie Productions as the producer. I see through the entire production, the budgeting, the script, everything. So we just is a startup actually, but we are growing. At least now, I think we're about almost 170k subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
So
That's
we're
good.
still trying to like straight, and then we'll do both Yoruba and English. That's just the
Okay.
interesting part of it. So we're
That's
still growing. So
interesting.
that's what we're trying to like manage. We're managing all of that. So that's what I do basically
Yeah.
with them.
Oh.
So sorry, that's interesting. So on your channel, you have both Yoruba and
We have different channels.
okay.
Like Mboutie Urban is for the English, then Mboutie TV is for Yoruba.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And then we also do this Fuji content, music, podcast, everything.
Other entertainment.
Yes.
That's interesting. So would you guys say that film school, like, or versus on-set learning, which do you think is better for anyone starting out? Going to film school or just going on set and watching what somebody else is doing and just learning?
I personally would say everything has its place, and it shouldn't be this versus that, right? They call something abinibi, which means it's inbuilt.
It's
You have it
inbuilt,
with you,
Yes.
and then there are certain things that are like based on what you learn, right? I always feel like the formal education is always, it gives you some level of credibility. When you're talking, when you find yourself on platforms speaking or like representing what you do, that formal education is that oomph that backs you up. But really, the ability, that the inbuilt ability, I think it plays a big role in it. Even as you're learning the formal way of doing things, if you don't have the ability in you, it's like me now when I was like, I did tech, I knew that I like math. I knew that I like logical thinking. There's certain things that I'm just naturally drawn to that helps me in that field. So you also have to have that natural inbuilt thing for whatever it is you're doing, but then the education, the formal way of sort of tailoring it, how you leverage it, right? They teach you the technicalities of how you leverage your inbuilt or God-given skills, and I think both help you to be better,
It's not really for like, I went to the Film Institute, New York Film Institute, because in my own case, I did not go to any film school, and I grew up around film. My mom is a filmmaker, so as young as 8, she worked with NTA. Prior to working with NTA, she was an actress too. Did a couple of all those very old movies, and then worked at NTA. Did like documentaries and educational video campaigns for UNICEF, like child abuse, say no to drugs, NDLEA. So she did all of that, and also some entertainment, like entertaining productions as well, like film production. So I grew up around that, and sometimes we would go on set and just be PAs. I'll just be fascinated about the actors that are there, and that was it. And my own interest grew around that. So it's a creative family. We all like to get creative, and I used to love dancing. I think that's just my own aspect of creativity. I just love dancing, and then I got into drama at school. But I always just like to organize things and not really be in front of the camera. This is like my first time actually like having the camera face me, and then I'm giving all this, I'm talking. I usually like to just be behind the stage. And I remember when this one time I was in LA, and I wanted to meet some big shot producer, and I had a friend that was helping me pull these people together, and we went for like a little conference, like meet up where big shots producers, directors from Hollywood, and I was trying to get their recommendation to go to a film school. So I started talking. At that time, I had produced a cooking show called The Cookie Cooks, and it was airing on DSTV. And then they asked about the work that I had done, and then I was showing them, I've done this, I've done that. And so they looked at it and said, so why do you want to go to film school? So I was like, to learn what I don't know, to learn more. And they said, you're already doing something.
Right.
You already know, you're already producing. So is there something else you want to learn? Because I wanted to go to film school for producing. production, and they said you're already doing it, so they just feel like
Why?
why.
Right.
And then I realized I actually wanted to do so I can tell people
I'm a graduate.
the Film Institute of California.
Bragging
Just to brag,
Yeah, actually.
when I graduated from Los Angeles, because I felt like I still feel like film school would be good for the connects and to build my community of like friends and professionals. But I'm already doing it as a producer. So does film school, does it really work for some people, or people just want to have it as a form of accolade to brag?
I would say film school is great, and you cannot trivialize the importance of formal education, because what that does for you is that it teaches you the tenets of a discipline, and it can be anything, including creative arts. Creative arts, most people would say, is within, it's in you, it's innate. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you have it, so sometimes you might not have it enough to be able to play in the field, and the classroom can teach you that. And sometimes you might not be able to afford a classroom, and the field will teach you that. Outside, I started in the field, and I would say a lot of the things that I learned from the various aspects of creativity. I've done stage, I've done theater, I've done stage theater, same. I've done it on stage, I've done backstage, I've done radio, I've done film, I've done TV, I've done made for TV. I was doing film when it was on VHS. Do you understand? So I've done films that have been on DVD, VCD. So do you understand? I look like a spring chicken, but yeah.
Like the white
I don't know.
Is it like the Y2K body?
Sorry?
Like the Y2K body?
As
Oh.
With my bubble gum. Anyway, so I would say you can't trivialize either, because where does your desire meet you? Does it meet you with enough money to go to film school? Does it meet you with enough hunger to learn on the field? So with film school, you'd learn, oh, this is how it is, oh, this is how it can go. You're learning things that you probably wouldn't be walked through on the field. In the field, if you're there, it's assumed that you know what you're doing. But in the classroom, they're teaching you to know what to do when you get there. So you can't either, I disagree with the fact that because you're doing something already, there's nothing to learn. There's always something to learn. You learn from the experience. You learn from being there. Sometimes you learn from hearing it in classrooms. You learn from the experience you do when you're doing your class project. You learn
exactly.
from, you know how to put out the fires. You know how to. So that's, I would say, because I learned on the field, or I started out on what is a field where you're not learning, you're doing.
Yes.
It goes a long way. I'm not gonna lie, it goes a long way, because there you're meeting a variety of events, situations, and you're problem solving as you go.
Yes.
But in the classroom, you're learning to know what to do. But
Theory.
The theory of things. And even when you do the practical of things, Kolidabi.
the real world, right?
The real world can throw you to the left, can throw you to the right.
Is this applicable to just, let's say, producers, directors, actors? What about crew? You guys ever thought of that? Because someone may want to get into
especially
film.
crew.
Because I
has
feel
a
like a
better
lot of
chance
crew
of
just
learning than acting.
learn as
Actors.
apprentices. A gaffer has this assistant and he's just telling you, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do, and then that's it. And the next thing, they become doing it.
So what I think about technical knowledge is, one, sometimes you actually go and learn it technically, like formally, right? And you realize
Where
that
you're learning
I'm
the
not
names
learning
of
anything
things.
new, right? You get there and you realize, oh, actually I was doing it the right way. Do you understand? Like, this is the right way, and I'm not learning anything new. But you know what you have? You have confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Because somebody can come to you now and say, oh, Susan, the way you're doing this thing is wrong, and this and this. But because you just learn the practical way, sometimes, like learning on the job, you may be like, maybe
You can doubt it.
you can doubt yourself, right? But when you go and get technical knowledge, you're like, no, nobody can tell. This is how it's supposed to be done, and I'm doing it that way.
Yeah.
But I also think that in terms of, why we do what we do is also what formal education teaches you.
Right.
Right? So you're like, okay, we just plug the mic and we put it here and we put it there, and and then they tell you what the frequency is, what this is, what the
Why you should do it.
you know.
Figures.
So you know why.
Stuff
So
like
you
that,
can
yeah.
actually you don't necessarily have to like be boxed in what like the person that taught you technically taught you, right?
Okay.
Because knowing what the real reason behind it is, you're able to kind of, okay, and let me just tweak it this way. You're able to come up with your own solution, right?
Yes.
Based on the technical knowledge of why you do what you do.
Right.
You know?
I also feel it's like comparing a mechanic, like a roadside mechanic or a mechanic, to maybe a proper mechanical engineer in the university.
Right.
This person has the technical knowledge and this one has more like the school. So most times that's why schools, universities need to send you out for internships. So you go and
gain
learn to
experience.
practice.
Practical.
So I think
Field
both of them,
experience.
they work hand in hand, because formal education will teach you how to package it better. Then you have the technical knowledge. Then formal education will teach you how to package it better. That is where the film school comes in. I think so.
Yeah, interesting. So what was your first, how'd you get your first opportunity to get into film? Like the very first one that set up, the rest of everything else. Who wants to go first? No gatekeeping.
I was flying back to Lagos, where I lived and grew up, one time from uni. I schooled in Abia State University, and I was flying from southeast Nigeria to western Nigeria, and there were no flights in the city where my school was, so I had to fly to Enugu or Port Harcourt to then come to Lagos. I wasn't coming for anything. I was sneaking to Lagos for an audition, to be at an audition that I had written down on paper off of maybe NTA or DBN back then. And I would just keep checking my jotter. That's what we called it back then, my journal. I was checking into I can't miss the date, and I was stitching my flight money together. I was stitching it together, to make it, to be able to afford Sosoliso to fly to Lagos. I'm in Enugu. I'm strapped for, is it cash or time? Something was not working out. I met some people in the film industry, ended up somewhere where the film people gather in Enugu, and ended up on a film set where I'm in costume and I'm running in the bushes and I'm doing something. That's how
You stumbled.
I stumbled. I stumbled.
You are trying to fly to Lagos and then you stumbled in Enugu.
I was trying to take a flight to Lagos to
Yeah.
come in for an audition.
Yes.
And then fly back to Enugu to go back to school without my parents' knowledge. And then I stumbled on a film set in Enugu while I was strapped for catching the flight. There were no seats. There was just something wrong with why I couldn't make it, And I ended up
That's
on
the
the film
God.
set.
Talk about
and I shot
divine
a film
intervention.
titled "Power Must Change Hands."
And power really changed hands.
Like that's
Yeah,
wow.
I'm
Wow,
not
I
proud.
like that.
Power Must Change Hands, and that went on to DVD or VCD. VCD.
Wow.
Which one came first? The VCD, I guess, or even VHS. So I think
Wow.
it was VHS and VCD
Yeah.
back then. Isn't it crazy? Nobody even has those these days. I eventually made it to Lagos, made it to the audition, got the role after I spent over 12 hours at the audition ground.
Wow.
Woo! And I never left. I didn't leave to get a drink. I didn't leave to get water because I didn't want to miss my turn. So I just stayed until it was my turn.
Wow.
Wow.
I
think
guess
saw
that's
wild.
one of the ways I broke
You
the
did?
one
That
off.
one must change hands. But that
Oh.
was like primary school.
Like,
What was
I
that?
don't remember.
That was when I
Must
was
change
like
hands.
5.
Can you stop?
All right. What about you? Your first opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of like Uzo, dilly-dallying, trying to do things. I was in the States, graduated. Like I said, I did theater arts, and I met a couple of people that were also interested in filmmaking. And they, we decided we're going to make our first film together, just a bunch of just excited people. We wrote our script, we came together. The girl's name, I remember her very well, Mboutie. So we decided to form a group. We had a friend who at that time was her boyfriend, and he was he had gone to learn cinematography and directing and stuff. So we all just, 3 of us came together, and we were trying to make this very extremely long script, trying to make a movie out of it. And never really got to finish that film, but a lot came out of that experience because myself and the lady at that time started a show. We started a TV show where we would interview
In the States or in Nigeria?
in the States, where we would interview, call it Nollywood View, where we would interview celebrities coming from Nigerian actors and actresses, and that's how I met Omoni Oboli.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she just came on my show, and we just became friends from there. And a couple of years down the line, I'd left Nigeria for a while. So a couple of years down the line, she's like, "Oh, you should come and visit." And I visited, and I was like, "Oh, it's not bad." And then another year after that, she was like, "Oh, I want to start my own movie company." And I was like, and at the same time, there were a lot of things going on in the States. So I decided I was moving back here. So I just joined her movie company, like the first film project her company did. I was on it as a production manager. So I learned film like the hard way. And that project was crazy because money. Like the project took us to Asaba. We went to Ekiti. It's called Be Mrs. Elliot. With AY and Majid.
And Majid.
Yeah, and crazy experience, but it was I learned so much on that set, so much. I think that's probably the set where I would say I learned the most. And for me then, it wasn't even about the money, it wasn't about getting paid, it wasn't about anything. I just wanted the experience. It was just something I was passionate about, and I just saw it as an opportunity to kind of work with my friend on a platform where there was no judgment, there was no everybody just came together to help and make the movie happen. And that was my first experience working in Nollywood. And ever since then, it never stopped.
Okay. I feel like I didn't get to properly introduce myself. Earlier I said my name is Susan, the host for Nighttime G's. Yay! But I didn't get to introduce myself. I'm actually a producer.
Did you keep saying award-winning producer?
Oh yes.
I need a word.
I am an award-winning producer.
Come on now.
I mean, like, check this out.
Oh.
I got Yes. So I recently got an award, a Best Choice Award 2025 from Omoni, Oboli TV and QuantumLeap Production, a special recognition award. Can you guys imagine? Omoni Oboli TV is the most viewed YouTube channel and the most googled search for 2025, and I'm very honored to receive this. It feels so good to be recognized. And guess who owns QuantumLeap Productions?
What's that?
Ta-da! Yes, that's my boss, guys. That's my boss. Yes. I think my own journey started from entertainment shows. I only did one. I think earlier I mentioned it, titled The Cookie Cooks. It's a cooking show anchored by 3 teenagers, because at that time I had this, intense love and passion for producing content for young people, because I felt there was a gap in the industry.
There still is a gap.
See, we have content for like 18 and above or 25, but below,
Huge gap.
we don't have this. Just So I only did cooking show, but at that time I had written a script. It was a film for teenagers films, and I wanted to do it, but I felt like, who would I invite in the industry when I want to premiere? Because at that time I was just in my own bubble doing this cooking show. Aside the OGs that my mom had worked with then, I didn't know anyone else, and I felt I needed to get out there. So I reached out to a family friend, Surashote. Surashote owns an equipment company now, and I explained my plight to him. So he introduced me to Zulu Moke, that's the co-owner of Inkblot Productions. And at that time, At that time, she had partnered with The Only Visions, owned by Omoni Oboli, and they had a project on their way titled...
Feature film.
A feature film, yes, a feature film titled Love is War.
Yeah.
Starring Omoni Oboli and RMD.
And Uzo.
Yes, and Uzo. Yes. Why is everyone here? And at that time, of course, Tomi was the producer, and she was the first producer that I worked with. And I would say that everything that I know when it comes to producing a film, I learned from Auntie Tomi.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's important that whoever you learn from, they have a structure and they have values, and it's not an environment where there are so many distractions and just chaos, but on that platform I learned a lot. And after that, I was ready. I called my partner then, Dina Otamo, and she studied at the Chicago Film Institute, and we're partnering with them to make this film. And I was like, yeah, we're ready, let's do this and let's go, and our date was picked for May 2020. That was our filming date. And boom, COVID.
Yikes.
COVID happened. COVID happened, and at that time in Nigeria, COVID quickly passed in Nigeria. People got into productions quickly, but my partner lives in the United States. She's American, and it took a while for things to stabilize there, and then find out what was going on. A whole year passed, and it was 2021. However, 2021 August, I got another opportunity to work in film with Inkblot at that time with Netflix, titled Far From Home, and there I worked as a cast chaperone. And one thing that I learned there was how to work with actors, and that position taught me a lot of patience, because I can be the most impatient person, but that taught me a lot of patience, and it taught me humility, and it taught me how to serve others. I realized that no matter what position you are in the film industry, there's a point where you serve others, maybe an actor or your crew or something. It's a line of service, and that position taught me that. And after that, I did Wives on Strike, The Uprising, as a line producer, the foot soldier for and Tomi here. She was the producer, and she made me the line producer, and I just kept getting more opportunities. I think it's also very important that you have that person that would trust such responsibilities to you. And that won't be my first major line producing work. I knew I couldn't disappoint. I wanted to really prove myself, because it was a big opportunity, and I wanted to prove myself that I can do this. So I gave it my all. And it turned out good. Fantastic film. Please, it's no longer in the cinemas, but maybe hopefully we'll get lucky. It's maybe go on Netflix or something, and we can all enjoy it. And from there on, now I produce for Omoni Oboli TV, and I've had the opportunity to produce over 40 films.
Wow.
40.
That's a lot.
That's incredible.
Yes, and so that's why this award also, yeah.
As in,
yeah. So yes, that's been my journey, and it's still a learning process for me. I think every project is teaching me. So you never stop learning. You never stop. There's no I know it all, And yeah, so what about you, Mboutie?
Okay, so I don't have this much in my portfolio. Like I said, I just started. We're still learning from the OGs and the big people, so we look up to you people as the young things.
I'm part of people they look up to
yes, obviously. We're looking up to you people.
I got it there. Let me just, wow, my shoulder.
Stop it.
All right.
Okay, so I started off with studio productions, the podcast, maybe music production, bounce on mic when artists have to come to the studio, audio studio, talk shows and all of that, managing them and doing a proper a production for them. And I was then, as at then, my company was still doing these Yoruba movies.
Yes.
And I'm not Yoruba, so I was doing it, but
Feeling connected.
yeah. So I was so excited when my boss was like, oh, let's do a series for English. I was like, oh, okay. What the series about? He just said it. I'm like, okay, don't worry. I'm going to develop the story. I sat back, I wrote something out. I'm not a script writer, so I did from episode 1 to 10. I was just sitting down, writing. So it was just flowing. I was just enjoying it in my head. I was seeing the drama, the chaos. The title of the series then was Shared Apartments.
Okay.
So I did everything. I was like, okay, this is very nice. So we should give it to a proper script writer to develop something really nice. So we worked on it, and then when we went to sets, we worked on the project. It was so amazing, like having to relate with a lot of people for the first time, like proper sets in the field and all that. So it was really nice. So after that series, we did a proper English movie. The first one we did too. That was like last year. We had Hidden Ties. So like that we've been producing. So that was how I started, like my little beginning.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, to wrap it all quickly for everyone watching out there, what would be the one industry, insightful advice you give to anyone wanting to start out? What would be? Let's start from you. Who?
Madam Uzo.
I would say just do it.
Just do it.
Do it where you are. Do it with what you have. Just do it. Even as I'm saying this, I'm speaking to myself, because oftentimes I'm seeking perfection more than anything, where I want everything to be there. I want everything to have, I'm very results, perfection driven, to the point where I'm seeking perfection so much and then I don't do it. And I see it happen, and I see how I warn myself, and I see how the timeline of a thing passes, and then when I want to do it later,
The windows.
yeah, the zest, everything is gone, So I'll say just do it, because you just never know. You just never know whether it's your first time that's going to make you QuantumLeap or the last one that's you just never know.
Yeah.
And when you do get the chance to do it well, do it excellently, do it with heart, do it with dedication, do it with loyalty, do it with your learning. Don't be heaven bent, because I wouldn't say hell. Don't
Be heaven bent.
No, be heaven bent, but don't be bent on the smaller things, money. Yeah, those things will come.
Yeah.
And you'll be better for it.
Okay.
It's always a great opportunity to learn in the field of any discipline, because you're seeing so many aspects of a thing. So
Yes.
just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Nike.
Is that your own advice too?
Well, my own definitely, I totally agree with Uzo on that. But I would also add that focus on building relationship more than what you can get or how you look. I've met a lot of people that reach out to me for opportunity, and I see that branding is a thing, especially with this new generation. Everybody wants to look like they've been there, they've done that, they want to be packaged, they want to, and if you listen to all our stories, it's people have been here, and they would come here to start, just because you want to learn. Just learn sincerely. Like Uzo said, don't be about money. Don't be about, brand. I want to look big. I want to do this. I want to make the most money. If your heart is really with this thing, that you want to be an actor, you want to be a producer, you want to be a filmmaker, anything you want to do it with sincere heart. Go after it with sincere heart. When you go after it with sincere heart, you're not looking at who's looking at you. You're not looking at how it makes you look. You're not looking at how much are they paying me. We have to survive. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You know. But at the same time, you have to. There's a cost to learning, right? So you can associate some of this thing to a cost to learning and just say, what? It's not about paying me now. I just want to learn. And be sincere about it. Do it with all your heart, because you don't know, to whom whoever is able to do much with little, more is given, So just the little opportunity you have, harness it and just do the best with it.
And this is both in front of and behind the camera.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So I just feel you should always show up and be consistent. So I've seen how far consistency can bring people. Like even with the little experience, I've seen how damaging, if you're not consistent, it can be to someone. So if you're starting, even if you've gone far, you shouldn't have this urge not to continue, not to show up. You have to be very consistent. Like consistency is the key, actually.
Yes, and I think to just add to that, because that was what I had to learn, is humility is key. Humility. Be humble. Be humble. Don't be afraid to start from ground zero. And don't be afraid to learn from someone you think, I am bigger than, quote unquote. Or I'm older than this person. I'm bigger than this person. Just be humble and you go far.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble, guys.
Stay humble.
All right, it's movie time.
Oh yeah, what are we watching?
Okay, so we are going to watch To Kill a Monkey. Has anyone seen it?
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wish we could watch like 3 films because I have a couple of movies like To Kill a Monkey and some on Oboli TV. But I don't want to be like everyone must watch my film on this show. No, but let's go.
To Kill a Monkey is fantastic.
Yeah. My third time watching that. So quick one. I believe storytelling and filmmaking should have things we can learn from. It's not just about the entertainment or the glam and just interesting. So, what were the gems that you found in this movie To Kill a Monkey? What you learned from it?
Loyalty, friendship, connections, old connections that become new connections that can take you to lower or greater heights. Like we saw with the guys, one was lowly and one was well off, and the other one, helped him, and it became what it became. Loyalty, friendship, money. And just vices and how
Vices that
ego
come with-
can make or mar you. It can mar you than it can make you. Even,
Yes.
Yeah. That is a core, certainly a core thing that I learned from the entirety of the film. And those are things that I would even say are important to me as a person: friendship, networks, loyalty,
Relationship.
relationships, harnessing them and making the most of them.
When you say loyalty, I mean, be like, because the way the film is, you're like loyalty in the sense that should you remain blindly loyal, or at what point do you pull the carpet off loyalty and like, this right here, this loyalty here is hurting me, and I need to take a step back.
Yes, but does it have to be unto death?
I mean, family.
Yes, but does it have to be unto death?
And I mean, I think
Everybody's is somebody's family.
right.
It's just because they came for his family. Maybe that was why he had to pull back or something. So maybe family should be exceptional. Or what do you think when it comes to loyalty?
Family deal. There are different types of family, but I think it's a key thing that Susan had talked about earlier, like understanding the type of environment that you're also being loyal to, right? Right? Because the word loyalty is good on its own, but to what extent and to who, to what are you being loyal to, right? That also matters.
Exactly. What did you pick from To Kill a Monkey?
Loyalty, then betrayal.
Betrayal.
So
You learned to betray people? No, I'm just joking.
that people could actually betray you. That part where he was like, brotherly, stand behind me, let me protect you, and then brotherly was not there. they've betrayed him. He didn't see that betrayal coming. So it wasn't even the bullets that killed him. It was that betrayal that
Right.
killed him dead.
He died before he
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, he died before he died.
That was so.
I-
That was a very
Yes.
pivotal part of the film and a very painful part of the film. Yeah.
yeah.
For me, I learned that if you want to do anything in this life, you're trying to achieve a goal, you want to make money, you want to, achieve a dream, you should do it because you want to do it. Not because somebody pushed you to do it or someone pressured you to do it. As in the case of Ife and his wife, he felt like, I needed to do this thing for family. I did this thing for family. And then the family is saying, well, we didn't ask you to become a different person. Yes, you got money, but now you're just somebody else. And they turned on him and, things got worse. He got the approval when the going was good. And then he started getting this approval. And then he had regrets that I did this for my family, this sacrifice. Don't make sacrifice for people like that. Make them for
That's
yourself.
not their job.
Make sacrifice for yourself. Like even if your motivation is, I want to do this so that I become this person that will help my family. It's still yourself. Not my family is putting pressure on me. I need to just make this sacrifice for them. Because if you put yourself first, you may not make as many bad decisions as I don't know. That's my opinion.
I agree with you, but to a large extent, sometimes you're doing things for other people and it doesn't have anything to do with you. If we're being absolutely honest, sometimes you're not thinking about yourself when you're servicing a friendship, when you're servicing a brotherhood, a sisterhood. Sometimes you're just trying to come through for a person, for a friend, and what have you. It's not necessarily about you.
Yeah.
It only hurts when you feel like, but I've come through for
did this
you
for you.
XYZ way. That's why people say don't have expectations, but it's not possible.
Did I ask you to help me? That's what you'll be
Yes.
hearing.
Don't have expectations so that you don't get your heart broken. But it's easier said. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, midnight gisters. I think it's time for us to prep and go to bed because I know that if we continue this gist, we won't sleep. We'll stay here all
My favorite
day.
part. Bedtime.
Bedtime.
So thank you so much for joining us on tonight's episode of Nighttime Gist. Until next week again, same time, same place. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Nice.
Or if it's daytime, have a good day.